Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. This is Nadine Realtor ATX, and today I'll be bringing you an Austin housing market update. The Austin real estate market, guys, has definitely experienced a lot of shifts in key indicators, including median prices, days on the market, active listings, closed sales, and just the mortgage trends in general. Let's get into that. So the median prices of residential properties in Travis, Williamson, and Hays counties have definitely seen some declines, anywhere from 9.2% to 11% year over year. The drop in median prices is definitely correlated to an increase, an uptick in homes that are actually available on the market. So inventory is up. This is just basic supply and demand, right? So based on that knowledge, could we assume that prices could go lower? Well, it's definitely possible. Prices could still go lower. Could we make an assumption that prices will go higher? We could make an assumption that prices will go higher. Why? The main reason for why prices may go higher is going to be the inventory shortage. And there is just no quick and easy fix for that. Let me throw in a quick note on this. I know here in Austin, and I think in a lot of other areas in the country, zoning laws are being changed, or at least looked at for changes. Here they've taken what would be a smaller lot that probably would have only accommodated one home many years ago to maybe 2 homes in the last few years to now maybe 3 homes on these smaller lots. So they're definitely trying to figure out a way to make more affordable housing and just increase housing in general. So that's just a little side note. Keep that in mind. We'll have to keep a look out for that. So the Fed, let's talk about the Fed a little bit at this time. They have definitely eased off of their aggressive rate hikes. We've seen those over the past year and a half. And that's definitely, they didn't do a rate hike the last time. We'll have to see if they do one in September. That said, while some people may be excited to see that those rate hikes or those rate increases did not occur or may not occur in the next couple of months, there is still a lot of talk about increasing rates over the next through the end of this year and maybe through the beginning of the next. Many key indicators like the core price, the consumer price index, as well as the unemployment numbers just aren't where the Fed wants them to be. So we'll have to pay attention to that. Once you do get this more stable market, you get interest rates that are no longer being raised, or they actually are starting to be cut, we will see a flooding back of buyers into the market. Unfortunately, I think that's going to mean that prices will jump again. And can anyone tell me why? What's the one word that we're looking for? Quick quiz. Inventory. All right, it's going to be a little bit of time before we see some major changes in inventory shortages. So closed sales. What we're seeing in Travis County, which basically encompasses the Austin city limits and sort of the areas, the adjacent neighborhoods to the city limits, we're seeing an increase of 5.5% in closed sales, while Williamson and Hays counties, which are further north and further south, respectively, have seen declines up to 8.9%. This suggests to me that the housing bubble that existed, which had spread to these commuter areas of Austin, is receding a bit as prices come down, because people can buy homes closer into the city. So therefore you're seeing an increase in that area while you're seeing a decrease in areas that are 30 minutes, 40 minutes outside of Austin. The median prices in Travis County right now have gone down 10.2% year over year to $547,000, while in Williamson County they've gone down 11% to $449,000, and in Hays County they've gone down 10.2% to $405,000. This is according to the Texas Real Estate Research Center. Obviously, interest rates have gone up. Right. It looks like right now nationally we are at 7.4%. However, I've had clients who have gotten 7%, even 6.5%. Now, without, as you guys probably already know, this is going to be entirely based on your economic situation and that your credit as well. So please keep that in mind when I'm giving you out these numbers. It's going to be very individual. Two other notable indicators that Redfin put out there. One was that internet searches were down. So that's interesting, because on the other side of that, people actually going or looking for tours of houses, open houses, that went up. So while people, like seems to me, browsers maybe, those who were tinkering with the idea of buying a home when the interest rates were low, they may have moved off of that for now, because maybe it doesn't seem quite as viable for them to be able to do that. Meanwhile, serious buyers are out there, and they are, lining the sides there, ready to sort of pounce on anything that seems like a good deal. At this point, I like to speak from a boots on the ground perspective and what I've been actually experiencing. So areas in the sort of Central Austin area that's close to the Austin city limits. We're talking Brentwood, Allenwood, Rosedale, Terrytown, Zilker, Barton Springs. All of these are, like very highly desirable neighborhoods. Those areas have not seen huge declines in prices, I would say. If any, the most that I see coming from that is maybe longer days on the market. Where I have seen some more price improvement has been in sort of areas, the neighborhoods just adjacent to those neighborhoods, like University Hills, Dawson, Windsor Park. Those neighborhoods, Wooten, they've seen some nice declines. I've definitely seen some very well priced homes. I just had a couple put an offer on a home in the University Hills area, which is very close to the ever popular Mueller planned unit development. That home that they put an offer on, it went on the market for $399,000. It was on the market for 3 days. In those 3 days, I learned that they had 25 people come through to look at the home, and at the end of those 3 days they had 4 offers. So unfortunately my guys did not win that offer. The winning offer was $40,000 more than ask. So basically, guys, if these homes, and like I said, these kind of adjacent neighborhoods, this may be happening in other parts of the country, so be aware. There are just a good number of buyers out there ready to pounce on that good deal. I think there are also a good number of investors out there ready to pounce on that good deal. And many of these people, whether they be buyers or investors, they have cash as well. So this is going to be very attractive to sellers out there, and it'll make it a little bit competitive for just folks who are looking for a home. So the thing is, guys, that once these prices do come down, again, buyers will be vying for the opportunity to purchase. This is my advice to you based on my own experience of late. If you are looking, if you're going to open houses and you're seriously looking, and you're looking in those, really what I'm calling now those adjacent desirable neighborhoods. They're not the most desirable, but they are still desirable because they're adjacent to these very highly desirable neighborhoods. You need to be ready. Have your down payment, have your pre-approval, and act swiftly. Do everything you can, guys, to avoid these multiple offer situations. that may mean that you don't have the luxury or the time to wait for the perfect dream home. Prices could start going up as soon as the Fed stops raising rates or even cutting the rate. If that happens, then you may miss out on a possible opportunity here. I'm not I don't have a crystal ball or anything, so I don't know. But if it's a good time for you and you are really looking for a home, I say this, and I'm saying this to my clients: act swiftly at this time, and get a home that you really like. All right, guys, some good news, a little cold water, just keeping it real. That's it for this market update. Hit me up in the comments with questions. Some of those questions may become episodes. Subscribe and never miss out on key information for your investment future. Remember, financial freedom is accessible. Let's get there together. Nadine, Realtor ATX, out.